This is Michael from Asymmetrical Preparedness. Today's video is on the importance of having good people around you in SHTF and in everyday life. This topic came to mind because last night, coming over from the hospital after being with Brandon, in the burn ICU for the last, God, I don't know, 4 days or something. Dropped my oldest daughter off at her house. So this is just an example. Just bear with me through the story. So her husband's cousin was in Arkansas, and I don't know, in a bad situation. His mother, stepmother, somebody kicked him out of the house, and so they had him come live with them, and he had like alcohol problems and stuff like that, but they were going to try to help him, and he promised no alcohol, stuff like that. So he gets here and finds that, oh hey, marijuana's legal. So he just became a total pothead, like stoned all the time, stuff like that. But one good thing is he got a job right off the bat. Was paying him rent, but only rent. They were pretty much providing all of his food, transportation to and from, paying all the extra power, all the extra, everything that comes along with an extra person. And so that was tough on them, because they don't have they don't have very much money. They're doing okay, but they're not, they don't have extra income. So anyway, coming back from the hospital, or we're at the hospital, and her husband calls and says that he got fired from his job, then he had to go pick him up. And remember this, her husband has her 10-month-old baby and their 5-year-old, my grandkids, by himself, and my dogs that he's taking care of. So, and we're 2 hours away. So he goes and picks him up. I guess he comes home and the guy's like totally drunk and drinking more and being really belligerent and loud and abusive and all this stuff. So, he's trying to just basically take care of the kids. He can't get the kids to sleep because this guy's just screaming and ranting and just, being an a-hole. And so he can't get him to leave. So we tell him, we'll call the cops. So he did. Sheriffs showed up, and the guy had a piece of mail with his name and their address on it. So these wonderful liberal laws that we live under, he has more rights than they do. And because it's a male-on-male situation, there's not a female, being threatened, then, they're not going to do anything. They escort him out to the garage, which is detached from the house, and just tell him to stay there. Then they leave. So, my daughter's freaking out. And what if he's, worried about her kid's safety, and what happens when her husband goes to work tomorrow, and all this stuff. And we're, heading back, and so we're all worried. And is it going to get violent? Is it going to take? How are we going to get him out of the house, out of the garage, and stuff, and away from him? Because they'd already given him, notice to get the heck out, because the situation wasn't working out. And so he was, her husband was telling him, you need to get out of here now. It's over. It's done. You need to move on. He wouldn't, like I said. So my daughter's freaking out. She's talking about beating his, kicking his butt and all this stuff like that, fighting him and all this stuff. And everybody's all upset. We're still drained mentally from dealing with Brandon and everything. It's just the perfect timing, right? With everything else we're dealing with. Great, we're going to deal with this now too. So anyway, I said, okay, best situation. I was like, we get there, you go inside to my daughter, I said, you go inside the house, get the kids, lock the doors, have her husband come out with me, my wife will sit in the truck, lock the doors, all, back up, her husband, of course I have my, gun on me if I need, we have pepper spray, stuff like that, I have abilities other than that to protect myself and them. So, I was going to give him the opportunity to deal with the situation himself, trying to allow him to be the man and take care of his own family, now that somebody else is watching the kids and he has that ability. So I'm just going to be there for backup. So it worked out much better than we anticipated. You know, he goes in there and just tells them to get out. He needs to leave. And I think it was the fact that other people were around. He just gathered up stuff and left. So it was okay. You know, it didn't escalate, which is really good. But situations like that, you know, is just, they're trying to help out a family member. And it's a bad situation in a normal environment. But come post-SHTF in an environment, in a situation like that, think about who you have in your mag, your group, your team, your tribe. It's very difficult. What kind of problems are they going to present? What kind of vices do they have? What kind of moral structure do they have? That's why it's so important to surround yourself, to have people around you that share your morality, your values, all those kind of things. Because it can go bad quickly in a normal environment when everything's fine. You know, bad things happen even when things are going good, and we're not in a SHTF scenario. Think about with all the extra strain on you in the event. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, it's going to be hard. People are going to be on each other's nerves even if you are a perfect fit for each other. So please vet your people around you, even in everyday life. If you're not around good people, I know it's hard, but change your life. Get away from those people. Get away from those negative influences of bad people. Get around people that are going to be positive and lift you up and back you and be there for you. It's so important. It's so important now, and it's even more important in an event. You got to lay the groundwork now, so that when something does happen, you're in a better situation. You might be able to get through it with, you know, everybody doing their part. Even if, like I said, even if you don't, even if you vet perfectly and you got really good people around you, you're still gonna have issues. You may still have really bad issues. People may change, you know, stuff like that. Old vices may rear their heads. So just, you know, I know this. I'm sorry, you know, my mind is fried. I'm sorry this video isn't that great, people. I love you guys. I'm so grateful for everything you're doing, all the prayers. I just, you know, I feel like I still owe you guys something, especially after all the love you've shown my family and stuff like that. I still need to put out good content for you guys. I care about you guys. I want to be there, and I want to help lift you guys up. I pray for you guys in all my prayers, as well as Brandon. I pray for your families all the time. So I just love you guys. Please share the videos. Please, even if you can't do the GoFundMe thing, share it. Please spread the word so we can, you know, get Brandon back on his feet and get him healthy again and stuff like that. But I just love you guys. Please like the video, share, subscribe, comment. Please. I love you guys so much. Blessings to you and yours.